Hello and welcome to another tutorial from MoICT. In this one, we're going to be making a small app using Python and Tkinter called Age Finder. So in this app, we have an input box, a button and a label. You simply put in the year you were born. So let's say, for example, if I put in 1999, and then check, it says you are 23 years old. If I put in 1980, check, it says 42, 2002, it says 20. And if I say 1970, it says 52 years old. Right, we're going to make this application using Python and Tkinter using Visual Studio Code. So let me just load up my Visual Studio Code. So here we are. I'm still inside my Python folder. Right, that's actually in the desktop here. So far we've done about 3 scripts. So let's go ahead and work on a 4th one. So now I'm just going to create a new script here. Call it Tkinter age finder.py. Okay, so here first I'm going to import Tkinter. No, import, sorry, say from Tkinter, import everything in it. And we also need to import the date and time. So say from date time import date. So we just need the date, and most likely we just need the year. Let's create the window. So root tk. Let's give it a root.title. So give it a title, say MoICT. Call it MoICT Age Finder app. Right, and then root.geometry. The size of this application is going to be 300x 150. It's very small. Okay, and then let's put in our components. So we're going to need a input field called entry. Link it to the main window. Give it a width of 20. Font, let's set it up to Arial and 22. Okay, and then we just want to justify the text to put them all in the center. Okay, then we also need a button. Let's call this one button. Link it to the main window. Text can be just check. Font, I'll set it to Arial 20. Padding on the Y direction of 10. And we also need a command. So command is going to be check age, and we'll add the label later on. And then lastly, we're going to need the label. Label root text. Just leave some placeholder text here. Font Arial and size 20. Right, so now just to display these components to the window, input field dot pack, button dot pack, label dot pack, and then run the main loop. Okay, and now to create the check age function here. So let's go and name this one check age. Then inside of this one, we're going to need to figure out what today's date is first, and then from the date, we will take the year. Okay, so if I make a variable here called today, and then I'm going to say date today, so that will give us the today's date. We can just print it on the bottom here, say what date is today. Okay, and then we're going to say year is year is going to be equals to int input field.get. So whatever value is put inside of the input field, we're going to convert it to a number, and then we'll save it into the year variable here. Then I want to say age is equals to today.year. So we will capture just the year part of today's date minus year. Okay, and then lastly, we just need to print it all into the label. So let's go grab the text for the label and say, not minus, equals to you are space plus string. We pass in the age here, plus space years old, and then full stop. Okay, so that's all we need for this application. So we got our three components displaying all three, and then the function to actually calculate how old you are. If I run this one now, it actually runs up here. So right now it shows up with all the question marks here, and then I'm just going to put in here, say 2001. Yeah, oh, that's an error there. It's basically saying that I forgot the brackets next to the get. Okay, so right after you say get, you have to do the two small brackets there. Okay, so let's try this again. Say 2001, and then it tells us that he's 21 years old. If I say 1981, say 41 years old, and then if I say 2005, 17 years old. Okay, and as you can see in the bottom here, it's actually printing each time we click on the button, it's actually printing today's date as well. So from the today's date, it's basically just taking the year, and then it's deducting from the year that we input into the box. Okay, this has been a quick tutorial on how to create something very small and quick using Python and Tkinter. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you on the next one.